Certain characteristics that you look for in children before molesting them?
In children, yes, but more I also looked at their families. If I thought the father was a threat, I would not approach the child. If I thought that the child had friends that he would tell, I would not approach him.
So perhaps a child that doesn't really have a whole lot of friends, maybe not really a strong family, things like that.
Yes, no spiritual values, weak in education, needs help in many ways, even from split parenting, has a mother who may be having problems with the family, well, here comes superhero in to help out, wow, well, thank you very much. No problem. You ever need me to take him away for the night so you can have a night out? No problem. It works.
Y'all better be paying attention.
BARAK YAHAWAH, BARAK YAHAWASHI, BARAK YAHAWAH, BARAK YAHAWASHI, BARAK YAHAWAH, BARAK YAHAWASHI. HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. I am the brother Gadol from the camp Prophets of Babylon, down here in Tampa, Florida, coming at you with a quick hit through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Peace, blessings, love, health, and wellness, and all salutation to the hopeful elect house of David that is scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth, who truly believe on the name of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI. Barak AHTHA to all of you Akim that's out there that's laboring in this truth with all sincerity. And Barak AHTHA to the Akhwatiyam, the few sisters that are listening and learning in. Yahawah being who the word ignorantly calls God, which means he to be or he exists. And YAHWASHI being who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which means he saves or he delivers, the Messiah. All right. Hoping to feed the lambs and the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Straight to the point, let's get into the lesson. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and verse 2. And it reads, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a convert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right. So, as you've seen in the post introduction video, all right, you got an Edomite, okay? You have a full-blown Edomite, the devil, at the top left-hand corner, this sicko, okay, this pedophile who this world Babylon praises, okay? And in the midst of it, you see two Jakes, all right? They're just sitting there, but it's not, the focus is not on the Jakes, okay? The focus is on this Edomite and what this Edomite said, all right? This Edomite said two things that stuck with me, okay? And the first thing that this Edomite came out of his mouth and said was that if he sees a family and this family has a father and this father looks intimidating or intruding to this man, he would not approach, okay? Now, that's the first spiritual aspect of it. The second one is where this devil comes out of his mouth and he says what? He says he targets families that has no spiritual beliefs, spiritual reference, or spiritual values, all right? And 2/3 of our people, as we all know from the scriptures, okay, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right, you Israelites, okay, y'all don't know the Heavenly Father, okay? All Jake know is party and bullshit. We're going to party and we're going to bullshit while these Edomites are sitting back watching you fucking ignorant-ass Jakes, all right, and plotting to take your damn children and destroy your household, man, okay? But that's why that's why a man should be in the household, all right, and sleep. And ever since the garden, okay, when Eve transgressed against Adam, the devil went after who? The spiritual demon Satan went after who? He went after Eve. Because why? Eve is considered the weaker vessel. Okay? Eve is considered the weaker vessel. Let's grab this precept. This is Isaiah 32 and verse 2, man. It says, and a man shall be a hiding place let's bring it back from the top. Isaiah 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and that wind is going into destruction. All right? And this Edomite is a part of that destruction, man. Okay? This man is literally, he will watch the family. He said and if the kid has friends that he may feel as if he's going to tell, okay? That's why the scripture said let's grab it real quick. All right, and then we're going to jump back over to this Isaiah 32. Let's grab this. This is the book of, where is it at? This is the book of Sirach. Well, Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 18. It says, to slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So the fall of the wicked shall come speedily. Right, man. Because the slip of the tongue, you can come out of your mouth and you can say something. All right, that's just like when, for an example, use an example, Jacob goes straight to, do a crime and go straight to, go into the interrogation room, and they be so caught up, all right, with what's going on, they'll slip with the tongue, man. What's that one movie? I can't think of that one movie where Jake was like, so you say you went to the store at 11 o'clock. Then he turned around and asked him again and said, so you went to the store at 12 o'clock. And he was like, oh, well, that's where you done fucked up. You done fucked up, right? That's a slip with the tongue, man, because you're not being wise. You're not listening. All right. And that's what this devil is doing. He's slipping right out of his mouth with his tongue, and he's telling you exactly how he's going to target you, Jakes, or target you, Jakes, you Israelites. And you still will refuse to hearken unto the words, man. That's why you need YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. And that's why you women out here that want to sit up here and feel like, oh, I'm independent. I don't need a man. Feminist movement. Okay, what do you think Sleazy E is doing? Sleazy E wants you women to go down to him for help anyway. For ultimately what? To destroy you in the long run. Why? Because you don't have guidance in your house, man. Okay? You don't have guidance in your house. There's an order when it comes to dealing, especially with you Jakes, especially with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. There's an order, all right? And that order goes into what? Let's go to that 1 Corinthians. Let's go to that 1 Corinthians 11, Salakia, and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahawah. Right, so that's an order, okay? That's an order for you Israelites. That's to help you understand that there's an order. In order for a man to get to Yahawah, he has to go through who? YAHAWASHI first. In order for a woman to get to YAHAWASHI, she can't get to YAHAWASHI without going through her man, okay? So if there's a man in the household, there's going to be order established, all right? But if there's no man with a spiritual value or have, the characteristics of a man, you're going to have people like this damn devil in the post-introduction video targeting you to do what? To take your kids, and then what Jake going to do? Simp over, talk about, why do y'all keep killing us? We need respiration. We need this. We need that. No, man, you need your YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, man. This place, that's what does Micah 2 and 10 say? Arise ye and depart. Because of shit like this, man. These fucking devils has a perpetual hatred towards you people, man. Towards you Jakes. How long, what does it say? What scripture say? How long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity, man? And this is some simple-minded ass shit. And the only reason why I say it's some simple-minded ass shit is because think about it, man. Okay? If you have your YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, your house is going to be in order. That's why the front, one scripture, let's grab that real quick. Bear with me. All right, I bookmark my pre-subs. Okay, let's grab this real quick. Where is it? Salakia. I think that's. Oh, I didn't bookmark it, so let's grab it. This is 2nd Esdras 14. It is 2nd Esdras chapter 14 and verse 13, and it reads, Now therefore set thine house in order. Set thy house in order. Okay. And the first thing first, yes, that would be literal terms. Okay, your house, your physical house. But ultimately, it's speaking of, this scripture is going into your la'ah, man, which your la'ah goes into what? Your mind, okay, your heart, all right? Set your heart in order, set your mind in order, your house, all right? Set your house, your mind in order. So if your mind is on YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, you're going to be in order. So if you're going to be in order as a man, that means the rest of your family, your house is going to be in order, from you to your woman until your kids, man. Okay? Until your kids. But if your house is not in order, you allow things like this damn devil that we just seen in the post-introduction video to target your kids, man. All right? Continuing on, it says, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of men, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Right, man? Right. So if you set your house in order, okay, if you set your house in order, that was the main point. You wouldn't have this issue, because once again, he said that he goes after families with no spiritual value, man. Because if I had to give a number, I'd say about 80, well, 2/3. So 2/3 would be 66.6%. All right, of our people don't know Yahawah Bashimi Havashah. They still calling on Cristo Blanco. You know, they still calling on JC, okay, or Buddha, all right, or Allah, you know, or Jehovah. They calling on all these false entities of the Lord's name, man. Why? Because their house is not in order, man. And most of the time it be because of who? The nigga woman, Eve, man. Eve want to go down there and go to the church and listen to the white man. Why? Because he tells her things to make her feel good, to make her feel like she is in the same class or level as the man in the household, man. When that's not the case. And then that's why you have women up here trying to do what? Usurp authority over their man. Okay? Get all prideful, boastful, and then want to call you and go to crying when that shit happens. All right? And that's why we're going to go back to that Isaiah 32. Let's grab that. Isaiah 32 in verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. Right? And that hiding place, he's going to give that. And it says what? And it says, and a convert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Right. So you know how when you're walking, you know, it be real hot, you know, sometimes, and you got to stand up underneath that tree, and it gives you that shade. Now put that in the perspective of that man. Okay. That man is going to be your hiding place. Nobody will be able to get to you, especially if your man is in order, or you know, or nobody will be able to get to your woman, especially if you are in order. Let me rephrase that, Salakia. Okay, so if you are in order, all right, brothers, you don't have to worry about your family, man. Why? Because you are protected through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bashimi Havashah. So you think the Lord is not going to protect your family? Now, unless you got a wicked ass Eve that you dealing with, then the Lord the Lord will ultimately protect you and protect your kids. But he's going to let hell come upon that woman, man. And he may have her thinking, you know, that she's being dealt with through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bashimi Havashah, but ultimately he's going to use her for destruction, man. You see? He's going to use her her time of judgment would be that thermonuclear fire, man. You see, preserve her, I should say, not save her, but preserve her for judgment, man. So for you women that's out there listening in, okay, first thing first, stop trying to absorb authority over your man. That man has the man has dominion over you. The order is set. 1 Corinthians 11:3. The order is set. Abide by it or get left, man. All right, Isaiah 4:1. Let's grab that. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7 women. Now 7 goes into completion. It could be 10. It could be 100. It could be 1,000. It could be 7 itself. Okay, 70, 700. It doesn't matter. All right. But in that day of what? Of Jacob's trouble, of timing like this, man. I just seen a brother just did a video on it. All right, where you got these people over there, you know, Russia and Ukraine. They talk about Russia using mutant soldiers, man. And then there was another video where the guy come out saying that there's, you know, he spoke with people that was trained, you know, satanically trained, man, that summoned demons, okay, that summoned demons, man. And he said it was millions of them. So what happens if they're gonna release? He said, what happens if they release 10,000 of these people a day, man? 10,000 of these mutant damn soldiers or whatever the hell you want to call these people, man, a day. In that time of Jacob's trouble, you women out there, you're gonna need a man. You are going to need a man for stuff like in this post-introduction video shit from happening. And whatever else is going to come, man. Daniel 12:1 was not written for no reason, okay? If the Lord said he's going to have to send Michael the archangel down here to help us, to help his men, okay, and to fight and to gather his elect, okay? But not necessarily gather his elect, but to come down here and help gather his elect to fight with, you know, next to YAHAWASHI, man. That's because why? The times out here that we're going to be coming to are going to be perilous times, evil times, bad times, times like never before, man. All right, and then it goes on to say, saying that we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, and only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. All right, so you women out there, it's going to come a time where you're going to need a man, and if you don't have, and if you're not worthy in the eyes of YAHAWAH, the Lord is going to keep you single, all right, or keep you single to either 1, fall back into the world, or 2, to see how to ultimately wait until that time comes so that you can get with or so that you can cleave unto a man of the Lord to ultimately be saved, man. Because that man is going to be that hiding place. The Lord is only going to deal with that man as far as wisdom, as far as knowledge, as far as understanding. Isaiah 33:6. For wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Okay? The Lord ain't giving no woman wisdom and knowledge, man. And a woman can think she has it, but she's only going to have wisdom and knowledge per se from who? Her man. Why? Because the man is going to come home. He's gonna teach what she needs to know. All right? And she's gonna teach the kids what they need to know. And the Lord and YAHAWASHI is gonna give the portion unto the man, because that's what that's how the order is. Yahweh gave the order to YAHAWASHI to give to his men. So YAHAWASHI give the portion unto his men. All right? And then you're going to give the portion that you need to give to your woman, okay? And the woman is going to give the portion that she needs to give to the kids. And that's how the order is set, man. The Lord deals with order, okay? So if your house is not set in order, man, you better get it set real quick, because Revelation 12:12, this devil's finna come down with great wrath, man. Very, very, very great wrath, man. And it's gonna be bad times, and it's gonna be a lot of people dying, man. Every year, every day, more and more kids go missing. Because of why? Because the families have no spiritual values. All right? No spiritual values. Taking it for an example, if the woman if the woman gets Section 8, she can't have a man in the household. Why is that? Because they know for a fact that if a Israelite family, okay, I'm not speaking about these damn heathens, I'm speaking about an Israelite family. If an Israelite family has a man a man that is in order, and the woman does not need to go down to Sleazy E for help, that family is considered a threat to society of Sleazy E's kingdom, man. Why? Because they know that house right there is protected through the spirit and power of Yahawah by Shem Yahushua. Hopefully this video was edifying to you. If it was edifying to you, then be edifying to the elect that scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth, who truly believe on the name of Yahawah by Shem Yahushua. And double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace, love, health, and wellness to the hopeful elect, the house of David, that scattered abroad. With that, I'm going to close out and I'm going to say shalom, shalom, DTA, abal, babal, soon.